All right, you guys, so we are getting into the fun stuff today. Today, we're talking about target audience. So, this is a very exciting and very important step because this is where you start to distinguish yourself from others in your category. This is like the baseline of starting to stand out and sound and look different. If you can lock in this step, then you are like miles and miles ahead of your competitors and people who do not take the time to truly understand their audience. So this is usually a very hard thing for people to I guess conceptualize and really create when they are just starting out. And that's usually because when you're just starting out, you think, okay, you just want to reach everybody. But the main purpose of doing this is really understanding like what are the characteristics of that person? What are the things that appeal to them? What gets them excited? What are the things that they fear or they hate? Because when you understand that, that's when you're really able to make a difference in their life. It can be used for bad, you guys, because once you understand like what is a person's, I guess, vice or what's the thing that moves them the most, then you can really do a lot of bad with it. But please promise me, everybody that's watching this video, that you're only going to use this information and this strategy to help people. Please make me that promise. All right, we good? All right. So the first thing that I did for inner culture was to really identify which of the three main markets or the three main desires that people have that I want to target in the brand. So the three main areas is health, wealth, and relationships. These are the areas of people's lives that tend to move them the most. There's a lot of, subcategories within each of these, but if you can create a brand that really focuses on health, wealth, and relationships, or at the very least be able to relate your product or service to health, wealth, or relationships, then you're going to be able to see the most results because people are going to be more motivated about those areas. So for inner culture, that area is health. Now, the next thing that I did was narrow down to the industry or the subcategory. So for me, that is mental health. Now, the next thing I did was to narrow down to the method or the type of solution that I'm proposing, and that's essentially just mindset advice. So I have some examples here on the worksheet so you guys can see it for other industries. So for, let's say, you have a business opportunity and that's what your brand is about. You're going to start within the wealth category, narrow down to real estate investing, perhaps. Within that, it can be multifamilies, and the people that you're targeting would be stress nine to fivers who are looking for a business opportunity. They're looking for a way to get out of their nine to five. So if you have trouble narrowing down and finding a niche, this is a great way to do it. Start with that main category, narrow down into the subcategory or the industry, narrow down even further into the method or the solution that you're providing, and then fourth, narrow down into the demographic audience that you're targeting for this. And this is what I have for inner culture. So we started with health, we went down into mental health. Our solution is mindset advice. Let me actually adjust that. Where we focus on thoughts and belief patterns. And the audience that we're narrowing down into is anxious young entrepreneurs in their first 5 years of business. All right. So that is who we're targeting. Obviously, there's many different directions that I could have taken, but that's the one that I decided to go with because that's what I have the most experience in, through my personal experience and also through the people that I have worked with over the years. Now, the next step is to really go into what your audience hates and what they fear and what they love and what they desire. I just want to stick a pin real quick because if you don't fully already know this, like off the top of your head, it could be because you are not targeting an audience that you have a lot of experience in. So I do want you guys to make sure that you're looking into audiences that you have experience in because that's where you can really make the most impact. You don't have to go about it that way. There's other audiences that are well studied and well visible online that you can do research on. But definitely doing an audience that you already know a lot about is going to be the most easiest way to go. So, looking into their desires and fears. 4, inner culture, right? So a lot of the people that I'm targeting, they have a desire to earn six figures. They want a successful romantic relationship. They want passive income. They want emotional ease and relief, peace and happiness. The way that I approached it was to really look at like what are the things that is bothering people? What are the thoughts that they're constantly thinking about? And these are the things, as broad as they are, these are the things that my audience is more preoccupied with. So some of the things that they hate is losing someone they love. They hate that they're working all the time and they never get to enjoy their family or their life. They're not able to pay their upcoming bills. They hate that they're a single parent, expressing themselves online, social isolation, and the list goes on and on and on. And honestly, it could be way longer than this, all right? So write as much as you can because what you have here is really going to help you to develop your messages, your differentiation strategies. It's really going to help you to make sure that you understand what your audience is looking for because that's the only way that you're going to help them. So we have our audience set for inner culture, you guys. Stress entrepreneurs in their first 5 years of business. If you want to do this for your brand, then you already know where you can find the worksheet on my website. Go ahead and click the link in the bio for access. So let's go ahead and jump into the next topic. See you guys in the next video.